The Community Table Restaurant Online Sports Report. Action highlights brought to you by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting Victor Valley teams and athletic programs. The High Desert Mavericks snap a 4-game losing skid by beating Rancho Cucamonga 3-2 behind solo home runs from Luke Tendler and Jose Cardona. A superb coal wiper start and closer Shane McCain's clutch performance out of the bullpen. Mavs skipper Howard Johnson calls on Nicholas Kindon Cole Wiper to get High Desert back into the win column the night after the Mavs suffered a 16-5 drubbing at the hands of the hard-hitting Quakes. The 24-year-old responds magnificently, limiting Rancho Cucamonga to 1 hit over 5 innings of work to earn his 7th victory of the season. Defeating the Quakes this night was a daunting challenge for the High Desert offense. Rancho Cucamonga starter Andrew Sopko enters with a 9-1 record and .323 earned run average. Luke Tendler gives High Desert the early lead, a lead they will not relinquish. The 11th home run of the season for the 24-year-old slugger out of Wilmington, North Carolina, and North Carolina A&T. For Luke Tendler, his 55th run driven in, he leads the Mavericks in RBIs. Ironwood Christian Campsters cheering on every Mavericks' successful effort this second Saturday of July. Josh Morgan reaches down and drops a single over the infield, leading off the third. Jeremy Profar singles up the middle, sending Josh Morgan to third. Profar is thrown out at second on a close call that brings manager Howard Johnson out of the dugout. The Mavs' second run comes with 2 out in the third. Jose Trevino's pop-up down the right field line is dived for and missed by second baseman Tim LaCastro. Josh Morgan scores easily. David Lyon, who had walked, coasts into third. RBI 35 on the year for the Mavericks all-star catcher. Cole Wiper is in the process of turning in one of his top performances of the season. Cole Wiper's slider rings up Quakes cleanup hitter Edwin Rios, who asks himself, what was that? What it was strikeout number 3 of 4 on the night for Cole Wiper. Cole Wiper gets the called strike on the checked swing, strike 1 on the designated beer batter Garrett Kennedy, whose solo home run in the third had been the only base hit the Quakes would get off Cole Wiper. On his 70th pitch of the night, Cole Wiper gets Garrett Kennedy swinging to end the 5th and end the 6'4" Bellevue, Washington native's night's work, leading 2-1. His earned run average reduced to .444 upon conclusion of his 14th start of the year. The 100 strong from Ironwood Christian Camp keeps cheering the Mavericks on. Ironwood Christian Camp is in Newberry Springs. Jose Cardona unleashes what proves to be the game winner with 1 out in the 6th, staying back on the full count delivery and launching it high, deep, up, over, and out. the 7th home run of the year for the 22-year-old out of San Nicolas de los Garza, Nuevo Leon, Mexico. Felix Carvalho comes on to pitch the 6th and 7th, the 21st appearance out of the bullpen for the 22-year-old out of Venezuela. Carvalho has to pitch himself out of a jam in the 7th after walking the leadoff hitter, and an infield error puts runners on first and second with nobody out. It's a 3-1 game at this point. Carvalho induces the ground ball to Trip Martin at third, who steps on the bag, then throws a bullet to double up Johan Mieses. The Quakes will score their 2nd run this inning. Carvalho halts the rally, getting Devon Ahart on the ground ball to Trip Martin to end the Rancho Cucamonga's half of the 7th. Middle of the 7th, 3-2 Mavericks. Felix Carvalho's night's work is finished, bringing his season total of innings worked to 42. The Quakes run unearned, his earned run average now 276. Jeremy Profar tries to get something going for the Mavericks in the bottom of the 7th, his 2nd hit of the night, the 2-out double down the left field line. He will be stranded, however. Defensive changes for Hojo, the Mavs skipper. Mike De Leon comes in at short, Josh Morgan moves to second, Jeremy Profar to first, and Nick Gardner comes in out of the bullpen. Back-to-back singles with 1 out and a walk load the bases. The Mavericks catch a huge break when cleanup hitter Matt Beatty's grounder is fielded by Trip Martin, who fires home for the force out, and the Quakes base runner makes contact with catcher Jose Trevino, and the 3rd out is called on interference. Nick Gardawine and the Mavs escape, maintaining the 3-2 advantage. A victory will require High Desert to survive another bases-loaded threat in the 9th by the Quakes. Jose Cardona will add to his night's offensive contributions with the stand-up double with 2 outs in the 8th, Cardona's 13th double of the year, and High Desert's 8th and final base hit of the night. Top of the 9th, runner on first, runner on third, nobody out. Joey Corraletta's fly ball to center fielder Jose Cardona, not deep enough to score the base runner from third. 1 out. When Nick Gardawine walks the Quakes' 8th hitter to load the bases, Shane McCain is summoned from the bullpen. The 24-year-old fireman fires strike 3 past pinch hitter Ariel Sandoval for out number 2. Bases remain loaded. Mavs protecting a 1-run lead. Switch hitting leadoff hitter Eric Mejia bites on the first pitch, skipping a ground ball to Jeremy Profar at first, who feeds Shane McCain covering for the final out. The losing streak is snapped. Mavs win 3-2. For Shane McCain, it was business as usual.
Shane, feel the pressure out there? Was that what this is all about?
Yeah, that's exactly why we're out here, is for situations like that, and that's what makes it fun, and glad we get a big win tonight.
Congratulations. Good luck as it keeps going.
Thank you.
Did the Mavericks feel pressure to snap a winless streak? No, they continued to play relaxed, fully confident of their ability to get back into the win column.
Big blowout that started tonight. Look, did this team feel any pressure that they needed to snap that streak?
No, not at all.
Luke
we won the first half. We're kind of just sitting back relaxing, trying to put pieces together, get everybody a little rest. At the end of the day, we want to win the championship, and we got to put ourselves in the best position to do that.
Congratulations. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Community Table Restaurant Online Sports Report. Action highlights brought to you by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting Victor Valley teams and athletic programs.